Alright guys, 2018 Dodge Challenger RT. First start off by taking your front right tire off, and you gotta access the alternator. You don't need to take off the water shield, but you can just access it through here. That's your positive. So to take that off, I use a wrench half. I had to go at an angle, and then I use an an extension for my wrench to finish it off, taking it off, and then I just take it off my hand. You can put your arm around here in order to get full access, but make sure you take your battery off. But sorry, I just had to mention that real quick. Then you put your left arm here and the right arm here in order to get easy access, because there's not a lot of space behind there. So you're gonna want to head and use this kind of angle. You're gonna get a full access on the wrench first, because you're gonna have enough space. So you can try another way, but this is the way I found out to do it. But you can go like this, and just make sure you're going, left it loosey. So after you're touching it off, you're gonna want to go ahead and route it through here. Make sure it's not touching any of the brake lines. Going across, away from heat. I just zip tied it through here on the front. I thought that was the best route instead of going on top, because there's not a ways to attach it to there unless you drill a hole through. But again, there's a lot of heat over the engine, and what if I want to do mods later to the top. And see here, I added this part right here, zip tied it, not too tight, that way it has some play and some wiggle room, and under instead of top, just because of what if I want to change the exhaust later, or some guy needs to, I don't know, do something with it. It's just easier to avoid hitting the roof as well. Attached it right here, so that way it's gonna get close to the engine block. A little bit of play again, and then attached it right there. And that's the grommet. You just pull that thing out here in the black part, and that would also protect it around that. Maybe put some, like, I don't know, some kind of rubber or something, or for it not to be damaged if a car crashes that bad. So that's the positive. Positive all the way to the battery in the back of the trunk, and then from the negative part, from the engine block, it's connected to the alternator. So all you need to do is connect it right there. And then I routed it through there, away from the heat again, and all the way here. Probably not ideal, just because it is a thin piece of metal, but it's better than nothing. Make sure you not get a wire brush and clean it nice and nice good area. You could attach it to here as well, but it is right next to the fuse box, so you can go ahead and maybe try there. But it's gonna help you hard to get a nice clean surface area, so that's why I kind of avoided it. I did clean it up, put some like black spray paint, some nice spray paint, just because I didn't end up using it. And yeah, you just gotta move it around and then go through open your trunk, and it'll be like an open space. You can just try to reach in and pull it out. Make sure whenever you're pulling it that way that you have someone on this side picking it up and passing it through. That way you don't damage the core when you're trying to pass it through. Because again, that part right there, it's basically just metal. It's just basically like this, but even thinner, and it's all around. So just be careful with that. For the last thing, it's negative to for the negative battery to ground. You can make your own ground with this existing connection. Make sure I would put it under, just because, you're supposed to usually generally put it on top, but in this case I would put it on the bottom, since it's going straight to battery again. And just make sure you keep your pre-existing connections, and also the keys down too as well. And that's pretty much it. Negative to negative. The positive from the also make sure you use a fuse block. The one for 2018 Dodge Challenger RT, it is 160. Make sure you use I don't know, I use 200. That's what was recommended to me by like 2 companies that I called. I don't know, it's always a little better to go a little bit over, but I always double check on that. I'm not super sure, that's why I called people, but just make sure you fuse it from the back to here. And yeah, and so negative to negative on the back, and then the positive to the positive in the front, and then oops, sorry, that was negative to negative, and the bottom of the alternator is positive going all the way across. Yeah, that's the big 3.